This is Dane Evans reporting from Channel 17 News on June 4th, 1942. I'm coming to you live from Midway Island in the Pacific, where the Japanese forces started attacking the U.S. forces at around 4 a.m. As you can tell, this is a high-flying, high-risk war between the Axis and Allied powers. Before Japan surprised us here today at Midway Island, they lost at the Battle of Coral Sea under Admiral Isoroku Yamato. The Japanese forces are heavy right now on dive bombers and planes. We need Admiral Chester W. Nimitz to call in the big dogs. Back to you, Dane.
Coming to you live from the studio desk here in Sanger, and I'm going to tell you why we need to win the Battle of Midway so much. We need to win the Battle of Midway to steal Japan's momentum. Since 1941, Japan has been island hopping to get closer and closer to our islands of Hawaii, and now I'm going to run through their Pacific victories up to today. The first Pacific victory Japan has is the Battle of Guam, where Japan successfully captured our American territory of Guam. In this battle, the U.S. under George J. McMillan lost 17 soldiers, had 35 wounded, 406 captured, and 3 ships were destroyed. Japan, on the other hand, under Tomitaro Hori, lost 1 soldier, had 6 wounded, and 1 aircraft destroyed. After the Battle of Guam, it was the Battle of Wake Island, where Japan captured the atoll of Wake Island. In Wake Island, the U.S. was under the control of Winfield Cunningham, and we lost 130 soldiers, 49 wounded, 2 were missing in action, 12 aircraft carriers were lost, and we had 433 prisoners of war. Japan, under Sadamachi Kajoka, lost 820 soldiers, had 333 wounded, 4 boats were sunk, and 72 planes shot down by the U.S. Marines. After that battle, it was the Battle of Makassar Strait. In the Battle of Makassar Strait, Japanese aircraft raided one of our American convoys. In this battle, we lost 2 cruisers, 70 Navy seamen, and Japan lost 5 planes and 2 soldiers. In the Battle of Java Sea, Japanese forces wiped out our Allied naval squadron. In the Battle of Java Sea, the U.S. lost 2 cruisers, 3 destroyers, and 2,300 sailors, and Japan lost only 1 destroyer. Then we went to the Battle of Badong Strait. Heavily outnumbered, Japan used yet another surprise attack on us at night to take the strait. At the Battle of Badong Strait, we couldn't identify how many we lost. All we know is we lost 2 destroyers and 1 cruiser. Japan lost 25 soldiers, 883 wounded, and 3 destroyers. Next came the Battle of Christmas Island. Japanese used the Christmas Island battle to occupy Christmas Island without any fight from our side, winning yet another island in the Pacific. In the Christmas Island battle, we had 27 captured, and Japan had 1 cruiser damaged. Up to this point, we have been getting beat over and over. Then came the Doolittle Raid, which was the first air raid on Tokyo of this war, proving Japanese superior strength to not only in the water, but it was also in the air. In Doolittle Strait, the U.S. under James Doolittle, he did a lot by winning this for propaganda, where he only lost 3 soldiers, had 8 prisoners of war, and Japan lost 50 soldiers and 400 injured. Then came our first technical victory in the Battle of the Coral Sea, which was the first aircraft versus aircraft battle in which Japan supposedly won, but they lost strategic ground by giving us the momentum. In this battle, under George Brett, we lost 1 destroyer, 1 oiler, 69 aircrafts, and 656 Marines. Japan lost 10 ships, 92 aircrafts, and had 966 killed. This was when we had got our strategic ground. Oh, and now I've just been told that it is confirmed here today on June 4th, 1942, that we as Americans have won the Battle of Midway. We owe this victory to Admiral Chester Nimitz for calling in the VT-3 paratroopers, And now our field reporter, Dane Evans, is joined with one of today's heroes who talks stats and strategy. Here's Dane.
To be joined with one of today's war heroes from the Battle of Midway, Private Paratrooper Gerald Harp. Harp here was asleep when Japanese forces started their bombardment. When he woke, he and his squadron started gearing up for their jump.
Actually, Dane, we knew this was coming because our cryptanalyst, Lieutenant Commander Joseph Rockefort, decoded the Japanese JN-25 naval code.
Oh, so y'all were ready to fight the whole time. Can you explain your tactic?
Yes. First we had VT-8 and VT-6 come in and at a low level. However, they didn't hit any carriers but caused some casualties. Pulled the Japanese patrol out of position. Then the SPD Dauntless dropped us at the southwest and northeast, and they went on to bomb the carriers, Kaga, Soryu, and Akagi. In 6 minutes we destroyed them, and later we sunk the Hairu, winning the battle.
That's right, folks. Word is with this victory, the U.S. has the momentum, and I heard Admiral Chester W. Nimitz say he was sending troops like Gerald to Guadalcanal to really take back our Pacific. The last thing